Hi there, it's Dr. Gianna Reams, and this is a 6-month anniversary video. So I wanted to thank everyone for subscribing and liking videos. When I first started this 6 months ago, I didn't know if there would be much interest. I didn't even know if I'd get up to 100 subscribers, never mind 800. So it's really cool for such a niche topic as Alexander and ancient Macedon. So thank you, seriously, for subscribing. Just a real quick rundown of some things you will find on this channel, and also a reminder of who I am, because not everybody's going to go back and look at that very first video I made. So I am the Greek historian here at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, where I also direct the Ancient Mediterranean Studies program. I teach classes on ancient Greece, obviously on Alexander, and also on the ancient Near East. So those are my areas where I specialize and teach. But I publish, and where we publish tends to be a lot narrower topic than what we teach. So I publish on Alexander, and I have an interest in religion, specifically Greek and Macedonian religion. Some gender and sexuality work, but particularly Alexander's court. So I do a lot of court studies and prosopography. Prosopography is just the relationships between people and how that influences their political and other actions. So that's kind of what I do. I'm currently working on an academic book about Hippaestian and Craterus at the court of Alexander. So maybe in some future videos I might talk a little bit about them. And I've been writing on Hippaestian for a very long time. So he's kind of my jam, if you will, in what I do. For what's available on the website, we have the playlist, and remember, this is not on current topics. So all of the previous videos are still perfectly valid. After all, we're talking about people that have been dead a really long time. So not a lot of things have changed. Occasionally I may mention something in the news, but overall it's mostly focused on older topics. So the playlists are still valid, and you may want to go sort through them and see what's there. There's material on Alexander, there's material on Philip, there's material on Macedonia and its kings prior to them. There is myth busting, where I take on popular misconceptions about Alexander, sometimes just oversimplified things, where I kind of dig into it and try to talk about some of the complexity of this, so that it's not just a 30-second soundbite, or these days a 10-second soundbite. And also a playlist on the sources, which I know doesn't sound very exciting, but they're really important, because that's how we know what we know. And if we can't trust those sources, then we're in trouble. So I deal there with our 5 major historians on Alexander, with other ancient sources in which he is mentioned, lost historians, archaeology about ancient Macedonia, and also some tips and hints on reading those sources, because I hope you do. I hope you go pick up Arrian or Curtius or Plutarch or Diodorus and delve into them for yourself. So I like to give some hints on how to go about doing that, because you can't believe the ancient stuff any more than the modern. People lied then too. They just sometimes lied in different ways, and so it can be a little bit tricky on how to look at those. All of the videos that I do myself, I try to keep under 30 minutes. Every once in a blue moon, I may sneak over to 31 or 32, but I do try to keep in mind limited attention spans these days for all of us. We're busy people. I also get a chance to have on my friends and colleagues. And when I'm bringing a guest on via Zoom, then those usually do go longer, an hour or so. And it's, I think, a little bit easier to listen to 2 people chat than one person yatter on forever. In addition to all of those things, this channel is now the home to the Argead Network, and I've got a separate little video that introduces that, and it's your opportunity to be a fly on the wall at an academic conference, or at least an academic talk, where one of my colleagues or someone will read a paper, and then the rest of the folks may comment, ask questions, make suggestions on this paper. So that's also available on its own playlist. And these are largely Hellenists, or specifically Macedonists. And again, Macedonist is simply a term that Ernst Badian gave us some couple decades ago now, for those of us who specialize in Alexander, the material before him, and the period after him. So there's quite a few of us out there these days. Just keeping up on articles being published can be tough. When I'm doing a video and I'm mentioning articles, books, ancient authors in the show notes, I will always name these for you where you can kind of track them down, unless it's something truly in passing, so you both know how to spell those weird ancient names, and you can find the articles for yourselves. In these show notes, I will give you a link to my CV if you're curious what I've published, what I've been involved in. As noted, I published a number of academic things. I've been involved doing public history, both online via Tumblr, which is kind of like my own little blog. And I've been around doing stuff on bulletin boards, on podcasts, other things where you can hear me around the internet, and other stuff which is available on my website. So again, all of that will be in the show notes. And I've written historical fiction on Alexander. I've mentioned that. In fact, I've even got a video on how writing historical fiction makes me a better historian, which might surprise some folks. And that I'll link in the show notes as well. So all of that information, if you want to go chase it down, you can. So again, thank you so much for subscribing, and remember, tell your friends, tell your family members, tell random people on the street about this particular channel, and if they have an interest in history, invite them in to come and subscribe, like the videos, and the journey continues.